Hi, this is howtofilefordivorce.org, and today we're going to show you how to file for divorce in the state of Missouri. So if you want to come on this page, and you're going to show you the step-by-step guide. Step 1, getting right on it. You're going to need to download the Missouri divorce papers. Now, they are completely free, and you can download them right on our website just by clicking this link. We'll bring you to another page that has a list of what all of them are, and you can download them for free. Step 2, the person that has decided to file for divorce must fill out the following forms and submit to the Missouri Circuit Court Clerk's office. Now, even if the both of you have decided to file for divorce, one of the spouses has to take the lead here and do all the filing, paying the fees. You can decide to obviously split up the fees behind closed doors, but one of you is going to have to fill all these out and pay the fees. So I'm not going to go through what all the forms are, but you have to fill out these 3 forms and pay the $163 filing fee. Now, that was the filing fee at the time of this video, so you want to double check with the Circuit Court Clerk's office to make sure that's still $163. So after you do that, you're going to have to send these 3 forms to your spouse, as well as the waiver of service and entry of appearance. So if your spouse does not return the waiver of service and entry of appearance, because your spouse is going to have to fill all this out. Basically just says that you let your spouse know that you're filing for divorce and that you filed these 3 required forms. But you have to get that form back from your spouse. And if you do not get it back, the court will allow you to serve a summons to the unresponsive spouse to answer the petition for dissolution of marriage that was filed. The chances are, if you're doing a divorce this way, you're not getting the attorneys involved. Hopefully you and your spouse, for the most part, are in agreement on the divorce, so that hopefully this won't be an issue. Step 4, now you must find a way to get a completed answer and waiver form from your spouse. Once you receive this form back, you will have to deliver and file this form with the clerk. Step 5, each spouse will need to fill out the following forms in front of a notary public. Now, if you don't know what a notary is, don't worry. There's one at every branch bank. It's basically just someone licensed by the state to witness legal documents. It's not a big deal, but every branch bank has them, and I know I personally use the bank all the time to sign whatever legal forms I have that need a notary. But after you get that done, you file the forms with the clerk. These forms right here. Now, if you have children, obviously you're going to need to do both of these forms in green. And if you don't have children, then you are smart and you don't have to. But if you have children, you and your spouse also must complete divorce parenting education classes. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but you have to do it because you're going to get a certificate at the very end that states that you completed the classes. And unless you get that certificate, you can't complete the divorce process. So you're going to have to just suck it up and go through these classes. And if you don't know where the classes are, just call the clerk. They'll easily direct you to where all the educational courses are and where you can start the fun. So moving along, step 6, you're now eligible to receive a hearing from the court for a certified judgment. Contact the clerk's office for a court hearing date. Once you have been notified, you'll have to fill out the notice of hearing, file the form while you're at the court clerk's office, hopefully getting that court hearing date, and you're going to need to send a copy of this notice to your spouse. So now that you have your court hearing date all set up, you're going to need to bring this form, the Judgment of Dissolution of Marriage, with you to the court hearing, as well as 4 copies of it. After the successful hearing, if you've done all this whole process successfully, completed everything, you shouldn't have a problem. You should just be walking through the motions at the court hearing. And hopefully you'll be directed to fill out a certificate of dissolution of marriage and file it with the clerk. Once you've done that, you are finalized divorced in Missouri. And there's only one requirement in Missouri. Either party must be a resident at least 3 months. And even though this process doesn't necessarily take 5 months because the courts are kind of backed up, as always, the process in Missouri takes about 5 months. And that's it. That's how you file for divorce in the state of Missouri.